everyone, Rosie here, and I am here today with the controversial book tag. This tag was created by Livia over at iLivy4Books. I will make sure to link her in the description box along with the original tag video that she did. I was tagged by Julie from Pages and Pens, so I will link her as well. And this is a short tag, but like the title said, it's a little controversial. So let's just jump right in. Question 1. What is the most controversial book that you have read or own, and why is it controversial? The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. Now, this book is inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement, and it is about a girl named Star who ends up witnessing her friend's murder when they get pulled over by a cop. I actually had heard a lot of negative things about this book long before I ever read it. I heard that it was police bashing and it was very anti-cop, and it really made me not want to read it because I don't think that it can, you can just say a whole group of people are bad or wrong. So I didn't want to pick it up at first, but my curiosity got the best of me, and I was so surprised with this book. It was so well done. It was so emotional. I absolutely loved it. I definitely recommend this book. It is fantastic. And the author, Angie Thomas, I actually got to meet her recently, and she signed my book, y'all. But this, yes, probably the most controversial book that I have ever read, but it was fantastic. And if you haven't read it, what are you doing with your life? So question number 2 is, what is a book with a controversial cover or title? And that's gonna have to be Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. This is much in the same vein as Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. And it kind of just depicts these cut marks on the cover, which can be considered pretty controversial. It has a pretty controversial topic in it as well. I actually really enjoyed this book. I started it out being a little disappointed because it kind of showed this place that they were at, or the main character was at in the beginning, and they go through that very, very quickly, and that's really where I wanted them to explore. But all in all, it was actually a really decent book, especially because of the ending. I really much appreciated that ending. So mine would have to be this, just because of the trigger warning cutting that happens in it. So question number 3 is, what is one of your favorite banned books? I mean, what? First off, I'm going to say I don't agree with banning books at all. I really don't think that there is a reason to ban books. In fact, I think it's kind of stupid. So the first one was Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and I don't understand why this was banned. This was out when I was in high school, y'all. I loved this book. This book was so meaningful, and Charlie was a lot like most high schoolers who are trying to find a way to fit in, and it touched my heart. I loved this book. I actually really liked the remake of the movie that they did. This was excellent, and it should not have been banned. And like most booktubers, I have to say Harry Potter series. I mean, how was this banned? This is fiction. Where in here is it talking about trying to summon the devil? They're actually a group of protagonists trying to ward off the most evil wizard. I don't understand this. That's ridiculous. Even if you take these books out of libraries and out of schools, these kids are going to want to read it because you're telling them not to. And because you're saying, hey, I don't think that you're capable of handling the message that's being sent here, or the message that I perceive as being here. Like, I could even say The Hate U Give for this one, because that was banned at parts of somewhere in Texas too. Which, I mean, come on. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I got on my soapbox.
Question number 4 is, what is a book that you bought after hearing all the controversy or constant talk associated with it? And my my pick has got to be, if it's not The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas, because she could pretty much be all of these categories, except for the book cover, unless there's people who don't like the book cover. I digress. I'm gonna have to say All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood. I heard this talked about a lot, being that it's about a relationship that's formed between a young child and a 26-year-old man, and I've heard that people are rooting for it, and that's just, I don't know. Question number 5 is, what is a controversial book to film or book to TV adaptation? That can be anything from plot changes or casting choices. And I have to agree with a lot of the answers that I saw to this, which was the casting or continued casting of Johnny Depp in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them Part 2. I honestly am shocked when J.K. Rowling came out and she said, yeah, I'm going to stick with Johnny Depp. I was like, what do you mean you're sticking with Johnny Depp? How can you stick with Johnny Depp? And the fact that they stuck with Johnny Depp just really upset me. I watched the first Fantastic Beast because, you know, Queenie's my queen. I love her. But I don't even know if I'm going to watch the second one. I might not even watch it at all because I was upset about that. And question number 6 is not a question. It is to keep people talking and tag some people. So I'm going to do that in the description box. If you have not done this tag, I also tag you to do it. This is my first, besides my new to booktube tag, my first official video for Tag Tuesday. I am so excited. I say that every week, but I am. So that is it, you guys. And before I go, I just really want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers that I got ever since I started putting out videos just a couple weeks ago. I have gotten at least almost 30 new subscribers, which is insane. Hi guys. And I'm just so honored and flattered that you guys are here. It means a lot to me. So I hope that I can keep putting out content and we can keep talking. If you guys have any answers for this tag, or you haven't done a video, or you don't want to do a video, you just want to talk about some controversial stuff, leave a comment down below. I love to reply to comments. I love to talk to new people, and I look forward to talking to all of you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for all future updates from yours truly. And until next time, bye. Controversial. Let's try to say it again. This book is probably the most controversial. Why can't I say controversial? This is along the same vein as Carve the Mark by Veronica Moth. It is hot. This is much in the same vein as Carve the Mark by Veronica Moth. I keep saying Moth. Veronica Mars. I'm trying to say Veronica Mars. That's why I keep saying Veronica Moth.